NBA playoffs on EA Sports. We bring you coverage of Game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals from the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden in Midtown Manhattan. Tonight, the New York Knicks taking on the Miami Heat. Hi again, everyone. Ed Cohen with my partner, Jay Williams. Jay, you look at the Heat coming into play. They were the surprise winners in Game 1. And as a visiting club, just getting one of those first two games, so important. They've got a chance now to get both.
And what a performance in Game 1. You steal the opener on the road, you take a home court advantage right away. Now you've got the opportunity to take real control and take a 2-0 lead back to your place for Game 3.
So Lowry. Nothing going here on that drive. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist snatching it out of the air.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Butler to bring it up, just underway. Happier with us for Game 2. Lowry. Derrick Rose, tough matchup against Butler. The crossover, gets inside, and the slam dunk.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Butler. Dwayne Dedmon rocking the rim.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Randall to Rose. Oladipo goes to the left side. Butler to Oladipo. New York in control of the basketball. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for two.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Julius Randle has got two shots coming. 71% for his career. First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. Butler into the front court. 8-2 our score. Lowry to Butler. Mitchell Robinson able to recover with the block. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Fournier to Julius Randle. Lobs it up. Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Oladipo into the front court. 10-2 the score. The screen sets him up for two.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Julius Randle. Count it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Oladipo. To Lowry. Jimmy Butler missed his first. That one goes. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks. Has a chance. Randall's shot off the mark.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort.
The 2023 NBA Playoffs 2-round Eastern Conference Game 2 games and highlights will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown.
Jimmy Butler rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Lowry against the former MVP. Here comes the screen. To Butler.
The 2023 NBA Playoffs 2-round Eastern Conference Game 2 matchup is now live streaming on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023.
To Rose. Here comes the screen. Surveys the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. He connects. Sometimes you just have to go out there and make a tough play.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
To Butler. Cleans it up. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist swats it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Ah, the monster stuff.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Fournier to Rose. Victor Oladipo with a piece. Looking for his man. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Ah, Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
Short jumper off the mark. To Fournier. Throws it up. Flushes down the slam. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Game 2 seed 8 Miami Heat seed 5 New York Knicks.
Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
To Rose. Screen coming. Not that time.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Oh, straight down the middle, 4-2.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
With the fadeaway, burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Butler to bring it up. Down 5. Lowry picked up by Derrick Rose. Knocks it down from mid-range.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself, Defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. To Brunson. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Waiters gets it in the right corner. 5 to shoot for Miami. Fires the three. He made his first effort, but not that time.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Dwayne Dedmon at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 69% at the line. Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Randall. Sizing up the defense. Scores from the post.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Waiters. And the finish at the rim.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Randall to Alonzo Trier. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark. Slams it home on the putback. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Throws it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Here comes the screen. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Not going to have it this time.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Here comes the screen. To Waiters. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. Can't connect. by the Heat. He'll let one fly from half court. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in game number 2. Back with more after this. It's the second round of the Eastern Conference playoffs on EA Sports. One quarter in the books. This has the potential to be a good one.
Both teams are trying to feel each other out, but I like the aggression that both teams established in the first quarter. This is the first quarter league. The way you play in the opening minutes really sets the tone for the rest of the game.
To Waiters. Over to the right side. Lets it fly from long range. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
To Brunson. Randall. That's no good. Mitchell Robinson, huge block. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Blocking so many. Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. To Waiters. And scores.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Possession lies with New York. Here comes the screen. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away.
We're going to see a team take the lead here.
Oh!
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Able to convert inside.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
To Waiters. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Bam Adebayo sends it away.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Short jumper off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
For 3, tough shot. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Waiters. Knicks with the basketball and breaks it up. And he's going to the free throw line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. Out of bounds, last touch by the Heat, so the Knicks keep possession. Randall. From the outside, no good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Screen coming. Reset here. Let's see what they do. To Brunson. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Runner here won't go down. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
No good. To Waiters. Fires the three, gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
To Julius Randle. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Waiters. Dion Waiters. 2-4 now.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
New York with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Has a chance. Not that time. Throws it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Now the Heat going to use a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Oladipo to Butler. Going to launch beyond the arc. You on top. Jimmy Butler. Contested 3. He buries it.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry to Oladipo. To Butler. Nothing going here on that drive. Butler. Has a look. Oladipo's shot no good. Goes to the right side. Kid Gilchrist sizing up Butler. Fournier. Oladipo into the front court. Up by 6. Butler. Great feed. Sets it up. And the slam.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Butler into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Lowry. Well done, Kyle Lowry. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Fournier takes aim at Anderson. Add 2 points to the board.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Miami's got it. To Oladipo. Takes stock of the floor. Oladipo. Jumper's good.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Julius Randle. Kyle Lowry tips it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Michael Kid Gilchrist pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ida.
Rose into the front court. Down 6. Pass stolen by Miami.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Jimmy Butler, he's 3 for 7.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. We get a whistle and a timeout here for Miami as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions. Oladipo to Butler. With the fadeaway, burns him for the basket.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting report.
Rose to Fournier. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Butler for 2. Rose grabs the rebound. Randle to Fournier. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
New York Knicks basketball. Rises for the slam. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Here comes the screen. Lowry, defended by Derrick Rose. To Butler. Nothing going here on that drive. Butler with a shot, no good. We've reached halftime here in Game 2. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Heat put together a nice half and were rewarded with a solid lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. The Knicks would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game.
Game prep. Bench points.
The New York Knicks are getting enough bench production in this contest. Their reserves need to step up and start making an impact in this game.
Player of the half. Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Oladipo into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, baby.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Pass stolen by Miami.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
To Lowry. To Butler. 5 to shoot for Miami. Trying to cash in. Oladipo, not that time. Rose. Gets it in the left corner. To Rose. Randall. To Fournier. 4-3. not getting the bounce. Oladipo into the front court. His team leads it by 10. To Butler. Here comes the screen. Butler picked up by Derrick Rose. Knocks it down off the step back.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Fournier, beyond the arc for three. Evan Fournier in rhythm, makes it look easy with the three.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Lowry. Butler. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
James Johnson, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 69% at the line. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Rose into the front court. His guys down 11. Fournier matched up with Jimmy Butler. To Rose. Fournier buries it.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
James Johnson has got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Rose into the front court. His guys trail by 10. To Julius Randle. Rose. To Fournier. Won't go down. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. To Lowry. Derrick Rose sends it away. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Knicks. On a pass stolen by the Knicks.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Dwayne Dedmon with the block. That's out. Last touch by Dwayne Dedmon. Rose. To Fournier. Victor Oladipo snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Butler. Lowry defended by Derrick Rose. To Oladipo. The shot, almost.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Here's a chance from long range. Steps out and hits.
Well, I like what you're doing right now. It looks like you're running some DHOs into PNRs. That's dribble handoffs into pick and rolls. You keep running that action, you're constantly going to keep the defense guessing.
Lowry to Butler. Lowry. Shot clock for the Heat, down to 3 from long range. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Rose into the front court, trailing by 10. Screen coming. Kid Gilchrist matched up with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler able to recover with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Oladipo. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Love the hustle. Sprawled out on the deck. Oladipo into the front court. Lead is 12. Well done, Kyle Lowry. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
He'd come up with it. Lowry. Shot won't go. To Julius Randle. That's out. Last touch by Julius Randle. Time for some new personnel into the game. Able to convert inside. Coach of the Knicks signals for a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Oladipo to Butler. Over to the right side. 5 to shoot for Miami. Finish that. Nice pass to get things going.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
To Butler. Short jumper won't go down. Tanilikina. Randall. Alonzo Trier to Julius Randle. Has a chance. Randall's shot won't go.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Fires the three. Rebound comes to Miami. Gets it in the right corner. Oladipo to Butler. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
New York in control of the basketball. Jimmy Butler rejects it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his abilities.
Goes to the right side. To Butler. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. Butler. Jay, he's shaking his head. The guilty party. He knows it's better to be lucky than good.
Or he knows it was just a really bad shot that just happened to go in. But sometimes when the basketball heavens drop a gift in your lap, you take it.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
To Oladipo. Butler. Mitchell Robinson knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Count the bucket for 2. Hustle pays off. They've got the possession. To Julius Randle. He was hacked. They let it go. They'll go to Butler, down low. And it's rejected.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
James Johnson with a piece. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Now, opposing coach is going to counter. Make some changes of his own. Randall. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't connect. It's no good. To Butler. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout for the Knicks as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. to Alonzo Trier. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First free throw is good. Two for two on that trip. Waiters to Butler. In scores. Randall to Ntilikina. No good. Defense catching a break there. To Butler. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Knocks it down. Off the step back. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way as the Heat enjoy some breathing room. The Knicks to inbound here to start the fourth quarter. And this has not been one of their better performances to this point. They've been out of sorts all afternoon.
And one of the most difficult challenges we have in this life is when we bring our personal life into our workspace. It looks like they were never in the game to begin with.
Dwayne Dedmon, huge block. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Udonis Haslem. And he scores. Unguardable Jet.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collected. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Butler. Lets it fly from long range. You on top. Jimmy Butler. Contested 3. He buries it.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
For 3. Rebound taken by the Knicks. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away.
I'm looking at the bench right now, and the coach is saying, keep pushing it, keep going.
And the the finish on the nice step through.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Waiters to Lowry. Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks. Deep right corner to Brunson. Fires the 3. Smothering D.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Julius Randle. Lays it up and in.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Lowry. Rejected. Has a look.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Brunson to Julius Randle. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Butler. Lowry with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. Now the coach of the Knicks going to signal for a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the 4th quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. Fournier to Rose. Doesn't get the bounce. Derrick Rose. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Old school equals high percentage.
Lowry has the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. To Waiters. Victor Oladipo. Shakes free and hits.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
To Rose. Knocked loose. He'd get control. Waiters to Lowry. Five to shoot for Miami. On a pass stolen by the Knicks. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
So Lowry. Oladipo to Waiters. Down to 5 on the 24. Rose to Fournier. Oh, Evan Fournier, now 3 for 9.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Rose. They go down low to Randall. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Fournier, and he buries it.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
To Rose. And a nice finish at the rim.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Now the Heat going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Ed and I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
James Johnson at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. Rose into the front court. His guys down big. Here comes the screen. Fournier to Rose. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Going to launch beyond the arc. Defense played it well. Randall missed the 3.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Rose into the front court. Down a bundle. To Julius Randle. Scores from the post.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
To Butler. Lowry. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Victor Oladipo at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Whoops, that won't go. Rose into the front court. He'll run the offense. Nothing going here on that drive. Fournier. Butler to Oladipo. Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks. To Fournier. 4-3. Evan Fournier bothered just enough there. Lowry into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Butler. Slams it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
The pass set it all up.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Here comes the screen. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Kyle Lowry with the rock. Well done, Kyle Lowry. With that, he's 5 for 9.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Julius Randle. Oladipo to Butler. Oladipo. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There's something that is so impressive about what we saw this evening. Not just the shot-making ability, but the fact that not every shot came from the pocket. There were some bad passes being made, and the shots came from different places around the body which aren't usual for the typical shot. That shot-making ability, that's something special to watch.
It's the Heat with the possession. To Lowry. Probing the defense. Lowry goes to the left side. To Oladipo. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Victor Oladipo trying to cash in on a three-point play. He struggled so far. Free throws good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. The possession lies with New York. Randle. Kid Gilchrist sizing up Butler. Here comes the screen. Derrick Rose. He's 3 for 7.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Butler to bring it up. His guys hold a commanding lead. Screen coming. Oladipo on a pass stolen by the Knicks. Cleans it up. And a putback slam. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
To Butler. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. Dwayne Dedmon rocking the rim. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
The Heat with the victory. They've taken the upper hand in this best-of-7 series, a 2-games-to-none lead. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Heat got themselves a win here today. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Miami Heat. The Knicks didn't get the victory they wanted here today. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the New York Knicks.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
The Miami Heat were able to stretch the defense because of how effectively they were scoring from long range. The opposition couldn't make the necessary adjustments and now have to settle with a loss.
Player of the game.
Butler played the role of facilitator today, and no one is more happy than his teammates.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.
The 2023 NBA Playoffs 2-round Eastern Conference Game 2 matchup will be coming up next. Game 2 Seed 2 Boston Celtics Seed 3 Philadelphia 76ers.